metals? Elements have different properties. Their properties depend upon the type of atoms they have. Based on the properties, elements are classified as metals and non-metals. You already know about metals and non-metals. Can you look at an object and decide whether it is a metal or a non-metal? Now discuss your lists with each other and rest of the class. What made you think whether an object is made of a metal or a non-metal? Take an example of a ball-point pen. The tip of the pen is shiny and strong, whereas the body is dull and not hard. The tip is made up of metal, but the body is made up of non-metal. Of the 118 known elements, only 21 are non-metals. There are some elements which have properties of both metals and non-metals. These are called metalloids. Boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, and polonium are the metalloids among all the elements. Some metalloids like silicon and germanium have special properties which make them useful for making electrical circuits and devices such as computers and calculators. Conduction of heat. Activity 4.2. Aim to show conduction of heat by metals. Method. Take a bowl and pour boiling water into it. Now hold a metal spoon in one hand and a wooden spoon in the other. Dip the free ends of both spoons in the hot water. Hold for a few seconds. What do you observe? Which spoon feels hot in your hand? Metals. Metals are good conductors of heat. This is the reason that all cooking utensils are made of metals. Non-metals. Non-metals are bad conductors of heat. That is why the handles of cooking utensils and spoons are made of non-metallic substance. Conduction of electricity. Activity 4.3. Aim to show that metals are good conductors of electricity and non-metals are bad conductors. Method. Take a battery, a small bulb or LED, few pieces of wires and crocodile clips. Connect the ends of the two wires to the two terminals of the battery and the free end of one wire to the bulb by a crocodile clip. Now use crocodile clips to connect a metal rod or plate to the bulb and the other terminal of the battery. You will see that the bulb glows. This is because metals are good conductors of electricity. Repeat the process using other objects like a spoon, pencil lead, wooden piece, plastic spoon, coin, etc. Record your observations. Metals. All metals are good conductors of electricity. Silver and copper are the best conductors. Copper and aluminium are extensively used in making electrical cables. Silver, being very expensive, is not used to make cables. Non-metals. Non-metals are bad conductors of electricity. The only exception to this is graphite, which is a good conductor and is used in making electrodes in batteries and electrochemical cells. Corrosion of metals. You must have seen rust on iron objects many times. What exactly is it? The outer surface of the iron object gets covered with a brown-colored layer of rust which keeps falling off. The rust continues to form till the iron is used up. Similarly, copper objects turn green and silver objects turn black with time. This is called corrosion of metals. Corrosion is defined as the slow eating away of metal on exposure to air and moisture. Let us examine corrosion in common metals. Corrosion in iron, rusting. When iron is exposed to air and moisture, it combines with water and oxygen to form rust, which is an oxide compound of iron. Both oxygen and water are necessary for rusting. Prevention of corrosion. Corrosion can be prevented if direct contact of metal with air and moisture can be blocked. This can be done by different methods. Some of these are as follows. Oiling and greasing. Iron parts of machines are coated with oil and grease to prevent their contact with air. Galvanizing. Iron objects are coated with a layer of zinc, which is more resistant to corrosion than iron. Electroplating. Iron objects are coated with a layer of another metal, such as tin and zinc, by an electrochemical cell. Alloying. An alloy is a mixture of two or more metals in definite proportions. Alloys are made to improve the property of a metal. For example, iron easily rusts, and to prevent rusting, it is changed into stainless steel by mixing with nickel and chromium metals. Stainless steel does not rust and is suitable for making utensils and machine parts. Similarly, aluminium is very light but not very strong. It is mixed with magnesium to make magnesium, which is strong and is used to make the bodies of aircrafts.